What's going on, guys? Are you looking for a very super slim and minimalistic case for your Galaxy S9 because you want to preserve the look, you want to preserve the thinness of this case? Well, in this video, we're going to take a look at the Origin series case by Elago. Let's get it on! What's going on, guys? My name is Jay, and welcome back to Planet Galaxy, showing you all things related to the Galaxy S9. Accessories, tips, tricks, tutorials, and sometimes the news. So, if you have the Galaxy S9, then you definitely need to subscribe to this channel. So, you want a new case for the Galaxy S9, you want to protect it, you want some of this color to show, but basically you're looking to preserve the thinness and the sexiness and the sleekness of this case. You don't want someone saying to you, hey, is that a brick in your pocket? Are you happy to see me? Well, that's where Elago comes in. They are a relatively new company from, well, I guess not so new, from 2002. Let's see what it says here. In 2002, Elago made its start as a professional design company. We value concepts of constant improvement, attention to detail, and versatility. These values are applied to all our designs while keeping in mind the human element. We are sure that our values cover all necessities. We continuously explore and introduce the freshest ideas. Okay, so a relatively new company in the world of cases. Just by the way, just as an aside, this case is rated 5 stars on Amazon. You can find the link in the description down below. It's $8.99. That's all this case is. $9 to cover your Galaxy S9. Well, let's take a look at this thing. I've got to tell you, it really looks super thin and super light. You know, I would say that this is more of a cover than a case itself because it's super thin. Let's have a close-up look right here. See if you guys can take a look at this. Let's see that right there. All right. Okay, can you see how thin that is? How thin and light this case is? It's very thin, very light, and the cutouts seem precise. But let's drop it on the phone. Okay. Wow. This adds nothing to this phone. It is like the phone is wearing a condom. That's really what you have going on here, folks, because this adds 0 weight. And there is, from what I'm reading on the Amazon site, there is a 0.5 millimeter or less than 0.5 millimeter raised bezel here on the top. Super thin and super minimalistic. Let's take a look. Let's see if you can see it right here. Okay, so that's the case right there. As you can see, the ports are very sharply cut out. You can see the USB, the headphone jack, the microphone, and the speaker there, all very precisely cut out. Let's have a look at the top of the microphone on top. As you can see, it's very neatly and sharply designed. The buttons on the side, there are no buttons. They're just cutouts. This case is like wearing a flak jacket. If a military soldier were to just be wearing a flak jacket, you know, just to ward off some shrapnel, that's what this case is, because it is super light and super minimal, and basically it's only going to protect you from maybe scratches on the back, scratches on the side, but I have to say, if this is what you're looking for, it's not designed to absorb impact. It is basically designed to preserve the coating on your phone. This case probably also would work well with a screen protector, as it can probably lay right on top of it without any problems. I have access to the buttons. As you can see here, there are no protruding buttons, and sometimes that can be a good thing. Sometimes you touch these buttons on accident, or sometimes they click into your pocket. But as you can see here, the buttons are clearly not protruding from the side of the case. However, that might make the buttons more difficult to find, but if you're very familiar with your Galaxy S9, you won't need to find your buttons. This case definitely has its pluses, definitely has its minuses, but I would say for $9, just to keep the scratches off and preserve the thinness of the phone. This case is definitely something that you might want to pick up. I would say that the back is a matte finish, so you're not going to have fingerprints on it, and you also are, but it's also not going to be as slippery as the phone itself. The camera cutout, as you can see here, is very finely defined. I would say maybe a 0.5 millimeter thick, and you know, you're really not going to get much camera protection or screen protection when laying this phone down. So yeah, I think this phone, this case definitely has its purpose, but you have to make that decision for yourself. So until the next video, this is Jay from Planet Galaxy signing off. Save the planet.